Today's date is July 18th, 2020. Edo here speaking. I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. We talked about a bunch of random and funny shit. If you liked it, tell your friends. If you didn't, tell me. Let me know how I can improve. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BustyBuffalo.
Thank you. That's enough. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the BustyBuffalo podcast. It's good to see you again, and I hope you guys feel the same way about me. All right, I'm still that cute little white boy across the street, and that's all really is. There's nothing else. Let's go to our only one and only sponsor, Elwo, ELWOA. Now, Elwo is a prominent musician. He's also a beat producer. He also beats his meat. And not only does he beat his meat, but he also gives money to charities. What kind of charity organizations are you asking? There's Red Cross. He does not donate to that. There's UNICEF. He does not donate to that. He donates half of his salary to just little children around the neighborhood. He'll just give his money. He just takes all of his money, half of his salary, just gives it to the neighborhood kids. It's like, it's for their college pension or whatever the fuck it is. I don't think there's a college pension. I don't think there's there's such a thing called a college pension. But yeah, check out Elwo. All right, he's on Instagram, and he's a good friend of mine. Did I mention that he's also white? He's Greek, so I don't know if there's any other ethnicities in Greece that are not white. Maybe gypsies, but gypsies are kind of like a whole like European thing. They're like all over the place. Anyways, people of the people. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Okay, it has been a week. So every time, well, actually, no, it's been a week and it's been 8 days. I recorded my last podcast last Friday, and I'm doing this one on Saturdays because I can't even fucking talk. I'm going to get a routine of doing this every Saturday, but yeah, it's going to be great, okay? We're going to have not much. I'm going to try to include some other things, like maybe watching a video or some shit, and I'm going to put it up here. But up until then, this is all I got. I switched up my camera a little bit. I switched up my lights, right? Making it look nice, right? And, yeah, dude, I hope you guys fucks with the setup so far. I also just don't like showing my room. So, yeah. Anyways, so, ladies and gentlemen, my balls have been absolutely just fucking sweating recently. Now, I don't know if any of you also live in a very hot, humid kind of, place, but I'm pretty sure Pennsylvania is like a temperate rainforest or some shit, because when it rains, it's as humid as the fucking Amazon. I'm surprised I don't see like natives every time I go hiking, fucking foraging for, for vegetables and fruit. I'm surprised, but lately I've just been sweating, dude. So I was trying to set all this shit up, fucking sweating my goddamn ass off, dude. Like, either I need to lose weight. I mean, I do need to. Either it's like I have a choice. No, I need to lose weight. I mean, this is the thing, dude. I mean, like, I feel like everybody has this problem. It's not just me, but you get fucking fat and lazy sometimes. And is that my fault? I could be, yeah. Majority of it is my fault. But is it really? I don't think so. I have so many other things to blame. Not really, but But yeah, dude. And the thing is, I see Planet Fitness is open now. It's a constant fucking advertisement that I get on my YouTube, and every time I watch some porno or whatever, there's porn on YouTube, dude. Check it out. Subscribe. So I'll watch it, and the fucking, your advertisements cater towards you, I guess. They think they know you. And they fucking do. They're just, how messed up is that? The AI, the algorithm is sending me, every advertisement that I watch on YouTube, it's catered towards you. and I'll watch any video, and the first fucking advertisement that pops up, Planet Fitness is now open, and we're cleaner than ever. How do you know I've been thinking about losing weight? How do you fucking know? Like, I'm a heart's been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. And I mean, like, the thing is, I want to go to Planet Fitness, but at the same time, I don't. Planet Fitness was disgusting before, and this pandemic has opened my eyes to all the disgustingness in this world. So I don't think I'll be going to Planet Fitness anytime soon. Now, Edo, why don't you just work out in your backyard? Why don't you go outside? I do. I go outside, I walk. Not really. I mean, maybe like twice a week I've gone to like a hike or something like that with a friend, but not much else. You know, I've been dieting. You know, I've been intermittent fasting. Now, does that mean I'm Gandhi? Because Gandhi was also fasting like 20 days straight or some shit on his hunger strike. Also, how do hunger strikes work? Like, I mean, let's say some dude's like, I'm gonna build this Walmart in this small ass town, right? And everyone's like, oh no, please, my super overpriced cafe is gonna go down because of you. It's like, you know, and then a person's like, you know what? I'm going on strike. I'm going on a hunger strike. Oh, what the fuck's Walmart gonna do? I mean, like, please, don't do that. Don't do that. And the guy's like, I'm gonna fucking die because of you. And Walmart's like, dude, you really don't need to kill yourself over. You really don't. And the guy's like, oh my god, Walmart. You know what I mean? How the fuck does a hunger strike really work? Like, how does that, like, I mean, maybe if, like, half the world just started, like, not eating, I mean, fuck, that would probably do a massive, that would kind of really, dude, I wonder if that would really fucking hurt. If everybody just was, like, fuck off for, like, one industry. Let's say, like, half the world just decided not to eat meat for a week. I wonder how that would do to the economy. I really don't understand. I think steakhouses, all the fucking big Tony Soprano looking motherfuckers will still be going to the steakhouses, but half the population of the world eats meat, right? I mean, who the fuck is vegan? You don't understand, like, how bad vegans are? Like, not, like, their personality, but, like, veganism is not good. I mean, you're just eating a shit ton of carbs and, like, fucking weird soy. Like, I mean, that's, like, you just don't, you know what I mean? Like, just the animals. Dude, I never understood how we went from being absolute fucking animals, destroying anything that we saw, fucking just butchering it because we needed to survive, because that's, like, our drive. I mean, that's the only thing that, like, on basic principles pushes people. Survival, right? We got too fucking sensitive, and we got too stupid, and people are like, I'm going against my natural, you know, instincts, not gonna eat meat. Not gonna do that. I mean, you know, I get it. I understand. You know, it's maybe a religious thing, or, you know, maybe it's tradition. Maybe you can't eat it. But then there's some people who just do it just because they just do it, and they think it's like a humanitarian rescue mission or some shit. Like fucking all the vegans in the world are gonna go to all the cattle ranches that have like hundreds of cows like stuffed into a fucking factory, and they're just gonna be like, go out! You're free now! Go! Like, that's not gonna happen. You know? Unless half the world was like, we're just not gonna eat meat for a week. Or a month. If half the population of the world was like, we're not gonna eat any meat for a month, that would fuck up the economy. Also, I think half the population of this world just doesn't even have enough, like, resources to get meat. Damn, this podcast got real sad. Yo, okay, so I'm trying to think about this. So if enough people did not eat meat for a month, it would crash the economy. That's my theory. Now, how many people in the world are fucking starving? I mean, maybe I can look that up, but I don't want to be sadder. you know. But anyways, I don't know. How much does it cost to save world hunger? Like what? Like a fucking $10 or some shit? $10 a month? That's not bad. You know, if everybody cut out their Netflix, right? I'm about to cut my Netflix, dude, and I'll be honest with you. Netflix can fuck off because I pay $17.99. You know how much? You know how many? I know how many fucking Chipotle burritos that is, right? How much is a Chipotle burrito? Like $8.25. I'm paying $17.99, bro. That's fucking 2.5 Chipotle burritos, bro. That's like 2 Chipotle burritos and a fucking bag of chips and guac on the side. What the fuck kind of bullshit is this? There's no. Did you hear my? Maybe the mic picked that up. My stomach is growling. Like I said, I'm fasting. I'm intermittent fasting. Right now it's Fuck. What was I talking about? I literally just got like bamboozled by my stomach. But yeah, dude. I hope you guys are having a good time. Right. I hope you guys are having a splendid time. And I got the whole house to myself today. Right, my parents are gone, dude, and I'm gonna walk around the house fucking naked. I'm just gonna walk around this bitch like it's my house. You know when kids go like, "Oh, come over to my house." When I was a kid, my knowledge was like, "Oh, that's not your house. That's your parents' house." As a kid, I would always think that in my fucking brain. I'm like, "That's not your house, bro. That's your fucking daddy and mommy's house." Either way, I got the whole house to myself. I'm gonna walk around naked. Who knows? I might make some fucking breakfast, some brunch, huh? Maybe some like eggs and salami. Now, one thing people need to understand when it comes to me, all right, I'm a very comfortable guy, right? I have a bidet that sprays water at my ass. I got a king-size bed for no reason. But there's always a reason, right? You're trying to stay comfortable, boys, right? You don't want to fucking shitty ass spring bed. You want that memory foam, son. You got that sleep number, cuz? Damn, cuz, you got that motherfucking sleep number, cuz? Oh shit, man, you and your girl can have different numbers on each side. What are you, a 15 and she's a 9? Shit. I really never understood how the sleep number thing works. Do you just like, what's the numbers? 50, let's say if you're on like 50 or something, is that like the rougher side? How does that work? Like, does the fucking, I know you can like maneuver it and it can like move and bend you and shit while you're laying down, but what's the number? Like, do you put your body count, how many fucking people you killed, and like, that's just like your designated number? If like a gang member got like a sleep number, bed, and he just put like 12, I feel like it'd just be perfect for him. It's almost like his lucky number. And then, I don't know, dude. Like I said, I'm a man of finer things, all right? And check out these fucking shorts, dude. You see these bad boys? You see these motherfuckers? To be honest with you, I got these shorts at Goodwill. Okay, so people at home listening to this, you've probably seen my shorts before, but because I only have like, oh, by the way, I'm poor as shit. I don't have like tons of clothes and shit. I just have like some clothes that I wear from time to time. So, yeah. But either way, I got these fucking beautiful little shorts, and there's a little hole at the bottom, so my sack almost like fucking droops out of it, Either way, so I bought these shorts at Goodwill like forever ago, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. Like, they're fucking fresh as shit, but I don't know if they're for guys. Like, I'm not saying I'm wearing a girl's like clothing. It wasn't distinctual. Like, it was just in a bin, and I picked it out, and I was like, oh fuck, dude, these are swag as shit. And then I would just wear them outside in the summer because they're like shorts. I get belittled by my friends because I wear them, but I think they're fresh as shit. I mean, but at the same time, look at them. I can't tell. I really can't tell if they're girls or guys. I mean, if they're unisex, dope. But I think it's a fucking girl's shorts. Like, I think like this is like what either like a black girl would wear in like in the Caribbeans, or a white chick in like fucking 90210 fucking, I don't even know, like California shit, because I don't know. Plus, come on, dude. I look fucking good in everything. I swear, if somebody put me in like in a corsage, I'd look sexy as shit. You know. I've also been, watching Westworld a lot, dude. If you guys fuck with like Wild Wild West shit, AI worlds, robots, I recommend it. No spoilers, but everyone has sex. It's great. And I've been really wondering just how awesome it would be to go into like an AI world. You know, I mean, this is the thing. What AI world would I fucking pay for? The thing is, in the show, the guy's like, dude, I'm paying 40K a day to be here. We better make this shit good. Paying 40,000 fucking dollars a day? What other place? How could this place be better than anywhere else in the world? Like, how is this fucking AI world worth 40K a day instead of you going to like Fiji or some shit and just gobbling on some titties? You know what I mean? Like, how is that any better? Anyways, if people, whatever. That's a show. But if I could have the decision to go to any AI world, if I could create one, right? What would I do? My thing is, I love futuristic shit. I love, like, I don't know. Like, if you ever play the game Cyberpunk, it's just like fucking 80s weird, like futuristic zombie shit. Either way, I like a futuristic kind of AI world because I want to have a jetpack like the motherfucker CJ from San Andreas. All right, you guys know. I remember back in the day when you could just pull up a fucking cheat code, just R1, R2, left 1, L2, just up, down, X, all this bullshit. Up, down, left, right. And you can, like, spawn a fucking jet in front of you. That was, like, golden age. Anyway, but I'd like to be in a futuristic fucking realm where, in the show, the guests that come to, the Wild Wild West world, they don't get shot or anything. I mean, they get shot, but they don't die. Like, you can never die. So, to me, I'm God then. I'm in God mode. Well, is that not God mode where you just fucking don't die? You just get to do whatever the fuck you want? It's God mode. So, in the future, what can you really see? You can see flying cars, right? You see, like, fucking drones coming in and dropping off your fucking Postmates. As long as I get my Pokeball, I'm fine. Where's my Pokeball, dude? I haven't had a Pokeball in so fucking long. Anyways, I think Hawaii Pokeballs will be the end of America. Now, it's not like it's gonna be an instant thing. It's gonna be a slow, gradual kind of thing where over the years, people are just gonna slowly die from Pokeballs. But no, yeah, I would love to be in a futuristic fucking AI world. Because then you can, like, I don't know. Think about all the technology, bro. You can have a fucking weird aircraft, right? Like a UFO kind of shit. I've been debating about this whole UFO thing for a while now. Just because, I don't know. I really don't think UFOs or, like, any other, like, species, I don't think any other species has come to Earth. I just don't think so. I don't think, like, aliens, none of that shit. I don't think any of that shit's real. But I do think the flying saucers are fucking real. I saw the fucking videos of the military dudes, right? They were up in their fucking planes or whatever, and they had their radar or their I don't know what it is. It's like they just had a video of some fucking aircraft flying faster than any other thing. And then all of a sudden, there was like 2 or 3 clips of it. One went just fucking straight down in the water. Like, just, there was an aircraft, they were trying to track it, and it was like a black and white, recording. It's their radar record. I don't know what the fuck it is. And the UFO is flying, and all of a sudden, it goes in the water, and the dude's like, oh, it just dropped in the water, and it just keeps going down and down and down and down and down until it's off the radar. Now, what the fuck is that? I mean, it's either, like they say, we just don't know what's under the water. I could never guess. I only know what the masses have been told. I only know what have been told over the years, right? Well, 70% of the earth is water. right? That's what it says. 70% of Earth is water, and then, or what else? What is it? It's like, yeah, 70% of the Earth is water, and then 3% of that water is like fresh water, and everything else is like salt water. But if we only know, if the whole world is 70%, we barely know what the fuck is underground. We have no idea. It could be like Atlantis for all I fucking know. It could be like a whole in like. They're like, fuck living up above, bro. That shit's fucking sus. Come down here, bro. Dude, fucking, if you guys heard that fart, you're welcome. Dude, imagine that. Like, after a while, like, people just start to advance, and they're just like, dude, living above ground fucking sucks. Like, dude, you gotta come down here, bro. It's like the more you submerge underwater, the bigger your dick gets, bro. I swear to God. I think, dude, I swear to God, if people found out that you can live underwater, and they're like, dude, if you live underwater for like a year, I swear your dick grows like fucking 5 inches. Everybody would live under the water. Girls too. They're like, oh, my husband's dick can fucking grow. I don't know. Because what? The pressure, in my mind, this is how my mind works. There's so much pressure that it fucking elongates your dick after a while. That's how my brain works. That's what I thought of. That's what I thought of, and I have the confidence to fucking tell you that. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I'd be the first person to jump in that water, dude. I'd be without scuba gear. I'd be fucking diving down. Nothing. I would just dive straight down until I fucking drowned, because I'd be that I'd be that desperate just for a few inches of, just a few inches more. Right? I don't know. Are you telling me your dick's small? Everyone's dick's small, bro. No one's a fucking porn star walking around. I only knew like 2 of my friends growing up that were like, dude, it's just like, it's big. And I could tell in their eyes. You know when people like, they'll tell you like, dude, my dick's like 8 inches? You can just tell they're lying, like you just have a sixth sense, or at least I do. I feel like most guys can like kind of like feel what I'm saying, because I don't know. When someone just outright tells you, like they need to tell somebody, it's like, it's either insecurity. You got to get that out of the way, because I don't know, maybe I'll pants somebody one day, now like, fuck. It'd be so much better if I pants someone and they were like, fucking just got done swimming and it was just like sucked up inside them. but like, no, any guy that goes like, yeah, dude, my dick's like fucking 7 inches, lies. That's fucking lies. I would tell girls my dick was smaller, when I was in high school. I'd be like, yeah, it's really small, but it's like average, you know what I mean? It's like, it's pretty decent. But I would tell them it's small, and they'd be like, no, I'm sure, like, Then they saw it in person, and they were like, oh, okay. But like, I still think I could add just a few more inches to that guy, you know what I'm saying? I just need just a few more. Just a few more, and I can fucking feel like Hugh Jackman walking around, you know what I mean? I feel like the Wolverine just is packing heat, no homo or anything. Like, Hugh Jackman is just, he's got that energy. He's got the big dick energy, and you can't really hate on that, right? As another man, you gotta support, there's a whole feminist movement. All right, the feminists, they're not really feminists. They don't care about feminism. They just want to hate on guys, and that's not feminism. That is actually the complete opposite. That is not cool. But us guys, we gotta come together, dude. I remember the whole meninist thing was popped up like way back in the day. I don't know why that stopped. Like positive support for other men. Why is that bad? You know what I mean? Why is that looked down upon? Well, you came up with the word feminist first. It's like, I don't know, fuck. I mean, like, what? Do you not like me supporting my brethrens? My fellow brothers? You know what I mean? Nah, dude. Right now, like, any guy that tells you, I'm a feminist, stop it, because it's not realistic, bro. All right, if you're I don't know, people like to label themselves. I don't like that shit. I don't like labeling myself like, oh yeah, I'm an environmentalist. Just say you're a good person. Why the fuck do you have to like, you just say you're like a decent guy and gal, right? And you care about the earth. environmentalist, then I'm the environmentalist too. I should put that on my fucking resume. I never litter. I fucking pick up after myself. I recycle. I'm an environmentalist. But I know what that fucking means. She goes out and shit, replants trees and all that shit, takes fucking samples of acidity and like granite rocks or whatever. Yeah, I know. But environmentalist is such a fucking label, dude. Right? Because everybody's environmentalist. Everybody is. They're like, oh, I'm an environmentalist. I come out here and I hike and I recycle. I pick up other people's trash because I'm fucking stupid. You know? The thing is, this is how my brain works, right? I'll pick up trash when I see it. But after a while, like, why does it feel degrading to pick up trash that's not yours? You know what I mean? Like, you go on a hike and you see some trash. I don't want to pick it up. Like, am I the bad person then? It's almost like somebody handed me the baton of guilt. They're like, dude, how about you pick it up now? And then when I walk by, I'm like, I'm not picking it up. That's not my trash. And someone's like, dude, you're fucked up. It's like, it's not, how am I the bad guy? You know what I mean? Somebody handed me the fucking baton of guilt by throwing litter in the woods, and I'd walk by. I'm like, I'm not going to pick that up. That's not my shit. Fuck that guy. I'm not going to pick up his litter. And you're like, yeah, but be a good person. It's like, whoa. It's crazy. Maybe that's a simple mind fuck, but I don't know. Like, fuck. You know what I mean? Plus, I mean, I'm a nature guy, but like, you gotta think about how big the world is. I hate to say like, oh, your effort doesn't matter, but like, let's be realistic. You're only doing it for yourself. When you pick up trash in the fucking anywhere, you pick up trash. You're like, oh, fuck that guy. You're doing that for yourself. You're not doing that for anybody else. You're not going like, oh, yes, this is for the nature. This is for nature. You're doing it because you feel bad, and you're doing it because it makes you feel good to pick up that shit, and then you feel like, huh, some nice karma points, right? People do that shit for themselves, at a basic level, dude. Like, nothing, like litter and all that shit. It just doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, maybe go after people that are creating the litter, not the people who are littering, right? It's like don't hate the player, hate the game. The fucking people that make so much plastic, the people that make so much shit out of like foil and are just like destroying your atmosphere. You need to fucking realize that. You know, there's so much carbon, and now I'm hearing like politicians are trying to do like a carbon tax. That's like the only reason why I feel like we're not like doing renewable resources, because the carbon tax, that's just for the government. They're like, you can use all of these carbon unrenewable resources and we'll just tax you and we'll get the money from that. There's no carbon tax right now. The fuck is that, dude? Right? That's the only reason why I think we're not doing like renewable resources and shit. Like, we could. We really could. Like, I mean, I think we can get fucking dams. We can get sun power shit. Solar power is becoming even better now. Wind, whatever. Fucking hydroelectric, all that shit. Geothermal, energy. There's so much shit that you can combine, right? I bet it would be 1,000,000 times better than that fucking coal and oil shit, dude. That's just a fact. You know what I mean? And how nice would it be to walk outside and not breathe in fucking weird factory smells? I have a dog food. I said dog factory. Like they just fucking, they just pump out these puppies. No, there's this dog food factory like near my house. I was wondering why the property tax was so low when we bought this fucking house. But there's a dog food factory right fucking next door. And you smell that shit from time to time. And it just smells like what you would think dog food processed, like, it smells. It just smells. Imagine a grandma if she like fell on the floor, had a scab on her elbow for a week, ripped the scab off, and then just like put it in the microwave for like an hour, burnt up the whole fucking microwave, right? That's what it smells like. Because that is the only thing that I imagine when I fucking smell that shit. Just old raggedy skin. I feel like they just fucking take just anything. They put like fucking tree bark and throw it in dog food. You know what I mean? But like, fuck. I don't even know how I got onto this topic. Oh, environment. Yeah. So when someone, litters, right, and you walk by the litter, you're like, oh, I don't want this shit. I don't want to pick their fucking trash up. That person is passing their baton of guilt. That is a perfect way of saying that. Because they're literally just telling you, pick it up for me if you want. And if you want to make yourself feel good, pick it up. People who just literally like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Now, if people say there's an all-seeing power, all right, if it's true, right? I as a kid thought like if you believed in heaven, or if you believed in whatever, like in the afterlife, then whatever you believe, actually happened. You know what I mean? Like, I always thought that as a kid. I always thought like, well, if I believed in an afterlife full of tits and fucking whatever, then I'm just going to be in a whole world of just tits everywhere. Like, my fucking car is going to be made of tits and shit. It's going to have nipples on the front instead of headlights. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, whatever you think afterlife is, I think when I was a kid, I mean, now I just don't know. But if there is an all-seeing eye, whatever, all-seeing power, and you're constantly fucking littering on this beautiful place, like, after a while, if it is true, I don't know, maybe you'll go to hell for like a year. Maybe get released on a community service or some shit. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I just don't really litter and shit like that either. Like, I just don't. If I ever go out on a hike, I put all my trash in my fucking backpack. I don't know why, like, people just decide to throw it on the ground. Fucks you up, dude. Like, it just, like, it's not biodegradable. It's just gonna be there for like thousands and thousands of years. But who's to say that, like, trash and shit. I feel like all these landfills that we're making full of trash is just gonna be like, energy in the future. Like, or like the tech, all the shit that we have, like technology, like these big ass dumps of just random fucking cell phones and shit. I feel like millions of years down the line, people are like digging up for energy and shit. They're gonna have like this weird fucking this weird like energy made from like lithium, and Africans digging up cobalt all these fucking years have made like energy for the future. I thought that was a cool idea. So all the trash that we're building up, we're making energy for the future, dude. I mean, check how much time. I've been doing this for a little bit, man. This fucking podcast thing, it's just, it's nice, man. After a while, it's not like you get used to doing it. To me, this is like therapy. You guys come and listen to me, right? You come and watch my beautiful face, right? I appreciate that, right? If I could give each and every one of you a nice firm handshake and a look in the eyes, just a nice, right, look in the eye. When people just don't really do that anymore. Like, anytime I have conversations with people, it's really easy for me to look them in the eye and talk to them, but I don't know if it's my face that kind of like gives them that social anxiety, but usually most of the time when I start staring at people when they're talking, they'll look away, like they'll have a hard time looking at me in the eyes, and that will not be good for you. If you're that kind of a person, you can't stare at me right in the face. I mean, my trick, when I was growing up, when I was, I was fucking a little incel growing up. I just didn't do shit. I stayed inside, and eventually I just, grew some balls and fought some fucking kids, And, I'll tell you the story real quick, me fighting some kid. But, yeah, you're an incel, bro. I mean, like, I was an incel. I didn't really do too much. And then, I grew up, finally would be a man. And my trick growing up, I would stare at people right in the middle of their forehead, like right here. Because, like, when you're looking at them right in the forehead, it looks, or not their forehead, because you're going to be looking up, not in their eyes, look like right underneath their eyebrows, like that little, like, right before the bridge of your nose. Stare at them, like, right here. And then you can just easily fucking just talk to people, listen to them, but you don't have to like stare them in the eyes. Because usually I'll stare at people right in the eyes, and I'll look at the other eye, and I'll just like, I don't know, because then I can focus more. It's like weird as shit. Like the older you get, the more you realize like eye contact is super fucking important when you're going to interviews, whatever. Fucking right after your college, I mean, like, it's those. It doesn't matter if you're a smart fuck, bro. Like that's one thing. If you're listening and you're in college and you're worried about, I don't know if I'm gonna have a job later in life, like my grades aren't that great, dude. I had multiple friends that are now like, who were hiring people in corporate jobs, who worked in like good fucking companies, and they would say when they would hire people, they would hire people with like 2.5 GPAs. You know what I mean? Like they would hire people that were like good with fucking conversating. And maybe they weren't good in school, but at least they know their knowledge of things. They can like talk and have a conversation and be a person, like be a people guy, right? They would hire someone like that instead of some fucking smart fuck, because you could teach any high schooler to do a corporate job. It's just Excel, bro. Like as long as you teach them like what you need to really care for. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. Just focus on this. You can teach a high schooler to do a corporate job, and a high schooler can be making like $50K a year, 50K a year, whatever like median salary is. But how crazy is that? You know what I mean? You don't have to be super fucking smart to get a job later in life, man. Like you just have to be good with talking, and people are like, yo, make connections. You don't even have to. You make connections as you're in a job. You figure out like who the people are that work there are cool as shit, whatever. And you figure out, oh, I'm gonna hang out with this guy, cause Tom, he's got a fucking massive dong, but he's also a cool fucking guy, right? He hangs out, plays racquetball at the Y. I feel like all the dudes that I see at the YMCA are just like corporate guys, just getting out of work, fucking needing to relieve some stress or some shit, and before they go home to their wife, Yeah, but let me tell you real quick how Edo grew up, man. Let me tell you one more story, and I'll tell you a story before we head out. All right, when I was a child, okay, growing up, I was an immigrant. All right, back in the day, immigrants were looked upon as the same probably today, but this is the twist. I was a Muslim immigrant. Right? When I told people, when they would ask me, oh, you're from Bosnia? I'm like, yeah. They were like, oh, okay. And then like my history teacher would be like, oh, aren't you Muslim? And I'm like, yeah. Like at the time I was more like religious, because growing up, like, I don't know, you're a kid. You don't have like that much like ability of thinking and free will almost, because like then at that age you don't really focus on like more sophisticated things. You're like, I just want to wake up, go to school, come home, fucking play games, right? Eat. Okay? It was all simple shit. That's all you had to like worry about as a kid. But I came to America, I would tell people, yeah, I'm from Bosnia, and I'm Muslim. The amount of people that fucking would just be mean to me because I would tell them the truth, like, yeah, I'm Muslim. You know what I mean? I mean, now I'm just not really like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just, you learn more shit. Maybe in the future I'll have a different perspective, but right now, like, for me, faith is so powerful. Trust, faith, and hope. Like, I can't put all my faith in this one thing that, like, it's just not certain. You know what I mean? And there's so many things out in the world that are certain that you can see for your own eyes. You know what I mean? Do some ayahuasca, man, some DMT. You'll see God. Do some shrooms, bro. Do a nice fucking bag of shrooms and you'll really see God, right? There's some things that will convince you, but no. So as a kid, people didn't like me. I don't know, growing up. Either I was just easily bullied, but one day, it was lunch. I'll remember this for the rest of my fucking life, because it was like a historical moment in my life. This kid, 105, came up to me, and it was me and all my immigrant friends. That's all I can really like. I could really congregate with. I could just be like, oh, these are my people. So I was hanging out with my Indian friend, my fucking Asian friend, my African friend, right? And Hunter comes over and he's like, yo, you don't need this, right? And takes my fucking food. And at the time, I came from a different country. We didn't have the good money, dude. I just had some basic lunch. I had like the free lunch that you could get in middle school. I got like a fucking chicken patty and a chocolate milk, and I got like vegetables. I would tell the lunch lady, I'm like, hey, can I get some more corn? Corn isn't even like of nutritional value. You're just eating it and then you're gonna shit it out. You know what I mean? I'd ask for extra corn so I could feel full. Anyways, the guy takes my fucking tray, my plastic. It wasn't even plastic. It was like styrofoam. It was styrofoam at the time. He took my styrofoam plate. Like, you don't need this, right? And I'm like, dude, just let me give my fucking food back, man. And he's just like, nah. So I had enough, dude. You know what I mean? I just was like, dude, this is like enough. I fucking turn around, and we're right next to the wall. So I grab my fucking food. I just like hit it away from his hand. Grab his fucking head, and then slam it up against the wall. So imagine his head just slammed up against this wall. That's the first time I've ever like knocked somebody out where their, like eyes rolled in the back of their head. You know? In that moment, I felt all the glory in the world that was ever, occurred. All the glory ever occurred in the world, I felt at that moment. Because everybody was like, all the kids that were so tired of this fucking kid shit, so tired of this kid bullying other kids. Everybody was like, yeah. And at the same time, you know what I'm doing? At the time, I didn't know. I didn't even know what was going on. I just blacked out because I was like, dude, this is enough. As soon as I saw his head roll back, I didn't stop. You'd think, Edo, you're a nice guy, right? You'd stop right there. You wouldn't hit him anymore. No, I kept fucking just like, and then one ISS teacher, if you guys remember ISS, it's in school suspension, right? She tried to come over and tackle me. I went, nah. She tried to grab me, and I went, whew, tossed her to the side. And you know how the tables used to be just a rectangle with circle chairs, right? I threw her, and her body just like boom, like into the chairs, and she fell to the floor. And she was like 50, maybe 60 years old. At the time, I don't know. I blacked out. All right, I went God mode. I just didn't know what I was doing. And then even after I threw her, I was like, whoosh, 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 just fucking beating this kid's face in. Probably like destroyed his brain cells, just because every punch was also like a bang bang on the back of the fucking wall. You know what I mean? And then one of the football coaches like came running in and just like picked me up. He like grabbed me and then just picked me up. And I had ISS for the rest of the year. I had in-school suspension. I had and the thing is, I got like my brother to like forge his signature. And I was like, dude, can you just sign this? Like, I can't show this to mom. She'll know like I'm in school suspension. Every day I hung out with my boy, Mr. Wallace, who was my vice principal at the time. And he was cool as shit. He understood. He was like, dude, what you did was right. But then he told me, he was like, but you shouldn't have kept punching him. And then you also threw a teacher. And I was like, yeah, I just like, I could, at the time I was like, dude, I don't even remember throwing a teacher. He told me that and I was like, huh? You know what I mean? As soon as I walked into his office, he was like, he showed me like camera footage. Because there's cameras in the fucking cafeteria. And he's like, here, watch. And I watched everything. I watched my fucking... I looked like I was in prison, you know what I mean? And some fucking other gang member like sort of was talking shit on my gang, and I just destroyed this man's head. Now, granted, it was bad of me to do that, but it's not that bad. You know what I mean? Like, you finally stand up to your bully and shit, right? And then every day I'd go get lunch first with my vice principal. He had a cane, so I fucking hated walking with him. I wish I could just like put him on a scooter or some shit so we can just go. But we would get first to the fucking lunch after like 30 minutes of walking with this fucking dude, and the lunch ladies would hook me up. You know what I mean? They would give me like extra food, and like I'd get like a free sandwich, but then she'd give me like 2 sandwiches and like 2 pickles, right? Just because like she heard the lunch ladies were there every single fucking day, and they knew who I was. I'd be like such a nice kid. And even the news spread around the school, and that was in like 7th grade. And then leading into 8th grade, I decided to do soccer because I was like, fuck it, man. Like, I want to be involved in shit. And, like, my immigrant friend was playing soccer. So he was like, oh, come play soccer. Oh, come play soccer. He was my Asian friend. And, Ben. And then, but that wasn't his real name. That was his American name. I don't know. It was like Jinzu or some shit. But, like, and then I keep farting up a storm up in this bitch. So... And then I just started playing, sports, and I got friends, and I became popular. The thing is, the point of the story is you got to involve yourself, right? You gotta start going into clubs and shit, right? That's why people nowadays are still doing like jujitsu classes and shit because they want to be part of like a group. You want to have that tribe feeling, you know what I mean? And then that's how you make friends. But yeah, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys like that story. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. All right, it's been a great podcast, and I hope you guys fuck with the nice little setup that I got going on here. And like I said, this will be a setup for my other videos. If we're gonna watch like other, videos and shit, I'm gonna put it right up on this wall, and then we can just talk shit about it. Either way, I hope you all have a great day. Okay, this is me signing out. All right, and I almost just shat myself. And I'm going to stop it there. And Jesus Christ.
Back again, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I mean, listen, if you liked it, if you're on iTunes or Spotify, give me a good rating or whatever. All right, until then, enjoy this song by Elbow and Ocean View.
From time to time, I know I've been here before lately.